Here we go.
Yes, sir. The boys are back in town.
Rap Sports News.
RSN Podcast.
Chill. What's up, man?
Back at it again, man.
Another week down.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get into some topics.
Let's do it.
Starting with some new music, we had Corday. He dropped Saturday morning featuring Lil Wayne.
What you think about it?
I like it. You know, it's good to see Corday come out with some new music.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely always good to hear Wayne on some new music. So
Man,
it was
Wayne,
a pretty feel-good song.
Wayne be killing them features, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
Another one down.
He having like a 20-year run now.
Yeah, he just, I don't know, man. I gotta step the pen up when you got Wayne on there.
But it was a good matchup, though.
Yeah, it was
you
good.
Know,
they complement each other.
Yeah, Corday, he's very lyrical, so hopefully he got a project dropping soon. Definitely want to hear that.
Word.
Boozy badass.
What happened to Boozy?
Indicted again by the feds for the gun charge.
They won't leave him alone, huh?
Yeah. So he already previously beat this case, but now I guess they've kind of like resubmitted it differently. So they're trying to say he's a drug addict with a firearm. So he has to go through the process all over again.
I feel like they got something personal against him. Like, we gonna get you.
Yeah, he
one way or another.
He said that about one of the guys that's on the case. He said that he's harassing him or whatever, but you know, he talked to his lawyers, and I guess they gotta put up another defense and go through it again.
He's gonna make him spend more money.
Mm-hmm.
And that could be the agenda there. Like, okay, we're gonna find another way to get at you, but worst case scenario, if they lose, we still made you spend some more money.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, you know, YB, he's locked up in Utah right now. He had to go see the judge. His lawyer ended up being late, so they had to reschedule.
Come on, man. The lawyer was late?
Yeah. So they had to reschedule for like August 19th or something like that. But there was a surprise in this some of YoungBoy's fans hacked into the system and started yelling, "Free YB." And then the judge was like, "Hey, his case has already been done. You know, you guys go ahead and mute yourself." And he's like, "Shut up, free YB."
Yeah, what if you think there's a way they could tap back and find out who did it?
Yeah, I do think they can. Now, if they're going to, I don't know, but
that'd be crazy.
That is hilarious.
That'd be crazy. Disrupting the court or something, they come and get him.
But that's not gonna help him out at all.
No,
guys, don't do that. Leave him alone. Let him work that out.
You making the situation worse. This is exactly why we don't need him on the streets.
He incites wars. That's what they're gonna say.
Cult following.
Mm-hmm. All right, Soulja, Big Draco. Man, he was out on the internet again.
What did he do
about
this time,
that
man?
time? He yelling at women. But I mean, this one's kind of a little bit justified. So B. Simone actually said some stuff about him. She's a comedian, and she was basically saying, you know, I never heard anyone say "turn on that Soulja Boy" or, you know, "crank that Soulja Boy," whatever. She's like, he's a legend and all, but like nobody's out here really trying to listen to no Soulja Boy while they're riding out. So he responded, called her ugly. Said that she wanted to hook up with him and he wouldn't because she's ugly. And he's just going on. He said he'd never been with a woman who said she want to go to a B. Simone comedy show. And just going in, man.
All right, who's telling the truth here?
Well, this is the thing, because I would say she attacked him first. She said his name. So he was just responding. And then afterwards, I forgot what she said to him, but he was like, you know, you hurt my feelings. They said this online now, so I guess it all calmed down. But it was funny.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think there's an angle to this. Either she did that to get people talking about her and her name out there. Mm-hmm. Option A. Option B, they planned this.
That's true, yeah.
Or
he's not above that.
Yeah. Option C, I had an option C. I forgot what it was. But
option C is he's just Big Draco.
He's just Big Draco, you know.
Yeah. So that was the news for the internet. All right. Let's get into some news, some really sad news that happened. Sonya Massey, she's out in Chicago. She ended up getting shot. Basically, a cop had she called the cops to her house. She said she thought she heard prowlers and stuff like that. They come to her house, they check it out. Basically, they say, hey, there's nobody there, basically. but they noticed that there was like a car with broken windows in her driveway or something like that. They end up entering into her house, trying to like talk to her about that, see what happened. I think they wanted her ID, stuff like that, whatever. So she has a boiling pot on the stove. One of the cops tells her, "Hey, go ahead and turn the pot off so nothing catches on fire." She goes over there. She gets the pot. She tried to. I think she actually put it down. She walked kind of towards them. And they backed up, and she was trying to put it down. There was like a mat or mitten she was putting it down on, and then he said something. She said something like, "Why are y'all backing up?" And then the cop responds, "I don't want you throwing boiling hot water on me." And then she says, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." And then the cop says, "I'll shoot you in the effing face." And then after that, she put the pot down. She puts her hands up and she starts ducking, and he ends up shooting her in the face.
Yeah, that was just an all around horrible situation, man. I mean, just listening to the story and how everything went down from the beginning. Honestly, they didn't even have to really come in the house.
Yeah, they weren't even supposed to be in there. She didn't even have to open the door.
She didn't have to open it. They didn't even have to come in the house. So she complied, I guess. They probably told her to let us in or something, and she let them in. Mm-hmm. So she already complied. It'd be different if she was violent. She was calm.
Yeah.
If she was violent, you know what I'm saying? If you had a reason to feel like something's about to happen, then I could see why the cop would be on edge. But that was completely unnecessary in all aspects of it. And now we got these talks of people blaming it on this, people blaming it on that, which we'll get to later. Mm-hmm. But it all boils down to, what you've been saying for a very long time. Do we really need the police?
Yeah.
In certain situations, it's like,
I think, something like that, say, if it was me, I wouldn't need the police because I would have went out there and checked it myself. I have everything I need to go out there and do that.
Yeah.
So I guess she didn't. She's in Chicago. I don't think they're allowed to have firearms like that.
I would have went outside in Chicago. I don't know, dog. Hey, I checked the house, so I ain't going outside in the middle of the night in Chicago.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's sad what happened, of course, and yeah. So Dennis Sperling. He's
man. Who is this guy for people who don't know?
He's a Hall of Fame lawyer out in Texas. I believe he grew up between South Central and Texas growing up. He has some things to say on his podcast this week about the same thing, about Sonia Massey. And basically he said that it's black men's responsibility to warn black women about, dangers like this with cops and stuff like that. And be basically like us, tell them or warn them about it, right? But I'm going to play some of his podcasts for you guys so y'all can hear it for yourselves.
All right.
Also, if you want me to stop at any point to interject, let me know.
All right.
Talking about the rising police aggression towards black women. Somehow they have moved black men out of the line of fire and placed themselves in it. We had the bullseye on our back. And now they have the bullseye on their back. Because of their behavior. Because of their unchecked behavior. Because the men who should have been checking them weren't checking them.
All right, let's pause it right there. So, hearing this, him talking about they have the bullseye on their back because the man ain't checking them. All right. So you're saying a man is supposed to, and this goes against everything that, what do you call it, feminism or whatever, like woman wanting to feel empowered.
Yeah, independent.
Like, is a way to go about it. It's like, I agree that the man in the house should educate the family on how to interact with the police.
Yeah, but that's your own personal
It's your
family.
own personal family. Nobody's going out there telling, hey, you. Like, what? Yo, he's bugging. He's bugging on that to me. He's tripping.
And the thing about, to add on to independence, that means you're on your own. Like, independence comes with independence, you can win or you can fail.
Mm-hmm.
So you can fail independently, you can win independently, but you do it on your own.
What about the single moms?
Mm-hmm.
Get away with it. You just let her talk to you a little too rough. You let her emasculate you and call your names in public. And she took that a step further. And now she think she took it out the house and out the neighborhood and took it into society, and the society at large is not going for it. They don't love her, and they won't tolerate her like you do, black man. And because you've been so emasculated and because you're more concerned about your own life and your own comfort, you don't want to check this woman. I know you brothers don't want me talking. I know the black man is always to blame. It's your job to keep that woman in line.
All right, let's pause it right there. Man, first of all, right? I can go a lot of ways with this. First of all, I think
let's go. Don't hold back. Let's go.
I think you can't direct this towards the behavior towards black women only, right? Mm-hmm. Because women in general, all races,
yeah, they're acting out right now.
They're acting out right now. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's wrong there because women of all races have their moments, right? Now, I don't know why he's pinning it directly to black women.
I think it's because we're all black, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but even from other races, right? Is it an Asian man's job to like tell Asian women like, hey, don't do this or whatever they have going on, or Spanish men? Like, why would you feel like it's our job specifically to be like, hey, don't go out here, don't do this, don't speak, don't kick and spit at the cops? Like, you should know this by now.
It's just being an adult.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this, man? I feel like he had a bad fight with his wife, and he just he just wanted to just go out here and just start getting on everybody else.
I don't know, but yeah, let's keep going.
Speech to himself.
You know you don't like what she wear and how she dress, and you still don't say anything about it.
Speak for yourself.
Your woman is getting big and large and obese, and you keep, just because you want to keep her happy, you don't want to argue about it. You go, baby, you look fine. You big-boned it. You're lying. Even though now you out there banging Sally Sue down and Susie, you out there banging Susie Rotten Crotch.
It's a heck of a name.
Because she looked physically better to you. She a little skinny, a little thinner. She used to work at the script club. She keep that good shape.
Shout out to the strippers.
So you lying to your big, heavy chick at the house, telling her she look fine, and you out there down the street banging another woman that you're more attracted to. That's your fault. Yes, it is black men's fault in this regard for not checking these women a long time ago. You don't have to like what I'm saying, brothers, but that's a man's job. I'm not asking you, we wouldn't have to save these women. We wouldn't have to, if we had been checking them all along, instead of trying to be cool with them and trying to be understanding and trying to be egalitarian. If we had been checking, if we had grabbed our balls out of their purses and reattached them to ourselves and start acting like men and checking these bras, we wouldn't be in this situation. I ain't got to like what I'm saying. I don't care. I don't care if everybody mad at me tonight, but it needs to be said.
All right. So
that's the end of it.
How first of all, how is he comparing what he's saying to the Sonya Massey situation when she didn't do anything wrong?
Yeah, she didn't. But I think he's saying like in general because these things are gonna keep happening as time goes on. And my thing is like if it was our responsibility over time, wouldn't it be the generation before us that caused this mess? Like Gen X and the Boomers should have nipped this in the bud a long time ago.
True. Then you got the other side of it though. You got the flip side that, okay, I get it, right? Like some women, not all women can get out of control, right? Mm-hmm. Don't know how to control yourself. But as the man, as the police officer, who you saying are doing all these things, I mean, is it the mama's fault or they daddy's fault for not raising them to have self-control?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to flip that thing around the other way on and it's like, yo, All right, like everybody's supposed to have self-control, especially if you're a police officer.
Right.
Mr. Officer, you're supposed to have self-control to be able to handle these situations.
Yeah, and someone saying that I rebuke you is not a reason to shoot them.
No, not at all.
Like, I know some people, you know, they're religious. Maybe she was wrestling with something, or she might have known spiritually that something was about to go extremely left. But, you know, it's a sad situation. It shouldn't have happened. She should still be alive. She didn't do nothing wrong. I say if any other race was in there, if it was an Asian woman, Spanish woman, white woman, whatever, I don't think that would have happened.
No, this wouldn't happen at all. They would have been sitting there comfortably with the feet up. Like, there wouldn't be
about, like, oh, I thought she was going to throw the water on me. Why would she do that when she didn't show any aggression to you the whole time?
Nah, he wanted to do that. That's what it was.
Right.
And I guess from what they say, he had a history.
Yeah, I think he had, like, multiple DUIs in his background. And now they need to kind of comb through some of the people that he's interacted with.
Yeah.
And has this happened before? Because he didn't have his body camera on until afterwards. But his partner had his body camera on. That's why we saw the whole thing.
And if he didn't, we would have never saw the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. I feel like, you know, we talking about this presidential race and all that. I want to hear somebody talk about who's going to focus on looking into the police.
Yeah, we haven't heard that yet.
Never heard that.
Matter of fact, yeah, Kamala became the one at the head of the Democrat race this week, and she only talked about Obama endorsing her. She didn't say nothing about this.
Yeah, that's crazy. We're not talking about this.
All right. But shout out to Dennis Berlin, Uncle D. I think he just hit like 70,000 subscribers, so congratulations on that. That's very difficult. But shout out to you. We support you, and we just don't support that statement.
Word.
All right. So in Nebraska, we had Billy Booth. He ends up shooting 7 people, 4 that were kids, 2 that were adults, and they were all of Latin descent.
That's crazy.
And he ended up ending his own life. So, yeah, it's like, wow, what's going on in the country, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of too many. It should be none. One is too many, but there's so many hate crimes that's going on. You know, people, I blame, I'm not, you know, a lot of people want to blame the politicians and all that. Like, you know, oh, they're talking about illegal immigrants and all that. So I got to go out there and do something. No, you're your own person. You make your own decisions. Trump didn't tell you to do this. The Biden, Harris people ain't tell you to do this. Nobody told you to do this. You decided to be an idiot and go out there and take these actions on yourself. Mm-hmm. Chill out. You know what I'm saying?
It was all on him. Like, no one said to do anything like that.
No, not at all, man. People got to start growing up, taking accountability for themselves, and understanding that, you know, this is life. This is not, you know, you're gonna have a reaction for every action. And his is death by his own decision. Right. So, but in the midst of that, he took others' lives who completely innocent, which is
had nothing to do with it.
Sickening. So,
all right. So more sad news out here in Atlanta. Chad Dillon, life was ended this week. He had a restaurant called the Boiler Room, I believe, and basically he was parked out like down there, and someone ended up shooting into his car. Just kind of seems out of like jealousy.
Yeah.
He was someone that was kind of like building up the community. He was giving people jobs. He was actually looking to open another restaurant in that area.
Yeah, it's and that's again, everybody's pocket watching. Everybody's, you know what I'm saying, on edge because of how, you know, you call it inflation, you call it cost of living, whatever you want to say. All these different things just bringing out the worst in people these days. Not everywhere, not everybody, but is enough is making a lot of news these days.
Right. It's like, you know, it's sad to see because when you have someone in the community that has that ambition, you want them to be around so they can teach other people, you know, show them how they made it to that level. You
know, they say misery loves company.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And some people don't want opportunities because that didn't help. Now who's going to be out there helping y'all out?
Exactly.
Now who's going to be giving those jobs out? You're back down to zero.
They don't get it, man. They don't get it.
All right, Vice President nominee under Trump, J.D. Vance, had a statement this week. He said that the Democrat Party is ran by single cat ladies. Single childless cat ladies. That's what he said.
I bet he wish he didn't say that.
Yeah, so he got a lot of backlash. You know, a lot of celebrities jumped in. I think Jennifer Anderson had jumped in, said, you know, hopefully one day his daughter doesn't need IVF because he's trying to take it away, stuff like that. But it was just such bad timing, man. Like, you don't want to dig into this gender war quite yet. You can do that later if you feel like it, but, bro, you got to make it to November if you want these votes. Because now women on the Republican side are like, should we?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think he got one more comment in him. He say one more thing, he about to get replaced. He about to get the boot.
I don't know, like, if they can fire him already yet. Or if it's, like, set in stone. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know either. Can Trump just be like, you know, I changed my mind. You're fired. You pull an O, you're fired.
Vice President Apprentice.
Hey, you know what? You know what would be a smart move for Trump? I ain't heard nothing about this person in a long time. Condoleezza Rice. He gonna go get Condoleezza Rice to be his running mate, his vice president, go against Kamala Harris. Now he got the black woman vote that he wanted.
I thought they had bad blood from the last time he ran. I thought she said something negative about him. I don't really remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened to her, honestly. I just remember it from The Apprentice.
Yeah. I remember her too. All right, so Snoop Dogg, he was at the Olympics. He carried the torch. Said he felt like a Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, man. It was good. It was crazy to see, not crazy in a bad way, but just like how far people have come, or the world has come, of accepting the culture. Mm-hmm. The fact that Snoop was carrying the torch at the Olympic is wild. You know what I'm saying? I remember, Coach Stanley at South Carolina team that won the championship. She was the first athlete, I think, or a black athlete or athlete at all, something like that, to carry the torch in the Olympics in I think 90-something for the WNBA. She was the first one to carry the torch out there. I saw something about that this week. Nice. I think she was the first basketball player or basketball something. I got to look it up. But shout out to Snoop though. You know, that's an honor. Yeah. It's the Olympics. That's history. That's a picture that's always going to be there forever.
He should have lit a blunt on the torch.
He should have did that. That would have been crazy, right? And play gin and juice in the background. Right? Oh my God.
Missed opportunity. All right, speaking of the Olympics, we beat Siberia. The Olympic team beat Siberia.
Yeah, Serbia. We beat Serbia. Yeah, we beat Serbia. You know, I saw parts of the game. I didn't see the entire game today, but KD came back, and I believe he had the highest score. He carried the team. I think he had like 23 or something like that. It was good to see him come back, man. The sniper's back. Nice. No. I shouldn't have said that. KD is back, not the sniper. Never mind. You gonna set all kind of flags off with that one.
We mess up sometimes. All right. So Chauncey Billups scolds Blazers player for posting a dunk when they were down by 18.
Yeah, man. Chauncey Billups tells a story. When he was coaching and whatnot, and they were losing. The team was losing by like 18 points, and a player on the team, they didn't say the name, he caught a dunk on somebody during the game, and he decides at halftime, you know, down by 18 and all, to post the dunk on social media. He posted dunk on social media at halftime while they're losing by 18 points, and he chewed him out, made him take it down, told him he need to take it down. But I feel like that's the society for some people. You know, like they don't care, they losing, as long as they're seen. As they seen, they don't care. That's sad. Yeah. It's funny, but it's sad.
That's crazy. All right, ready for a fun topic?
Let's do it.
All right, which album from 2005 was the best? We got Kanye West, Late Registration, The Game, The Documentary, Lil Wayne, The Carter 2, and 50 Cent, The Massacre.
Oh, that's tough, man. Dang, that's tough. All right, who you got?
All right, for me, it boils down to The Game and Lil Wayne. That's where it gets kind of difficult. Like, I did like Late Registration, but it's not really one of my favorites from him. And The Massacre is not one of my favorites from 50 either. But I did like it. But The Carter 2 and the documentary are my favorite from these two.
Okay.
And I think ultimately I'll go with Lil Wayne. But
Yeah,
like by a hair.
I'm leaning towards Wayne. It was some songs I liked on 50 joint on the Massacre. You had Disco Inferno. You had
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Candy
Shop. He had some joints on there.
No, it was a good album.
It was a good album for sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm leaning between 50 and Wayne. I'm gonna go with Wayne though.
Lil Wayne for the win.
Wizard.
All right, guys. If you made it to the end, we want to thank you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You want to see more vlogs, check out my channel. You want to see more music and vlogs, check out Slyce's channel. I'm Canary Valens.
Slyce.
Peace.